Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Wednesday, June the 26th of 2024. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines tonight, firearms amendment bill gains momentum in Upper House. Police issue gun amnesty reminder, and Spice Mass Corporation enforces limit on non-national performers during Carnival Week. The victim of the June 4th vehicular accident succumbs to injuries, police investigating. And in regional news, Tobago's chief secretary presents $3.9 million budget, while in Kenya, President Ruto says finance bill to be withdrawn after deadly protests. And coming up in sports, boxing mania to hit the Spice Isle on July the 6th. We'll have all the details for you right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. The Spice Mass Corporation, SMC, convened a key meeting with over 20 event promoters to outline crucial guidelines for hosting events during the 2024 Carnival season. The session focused on regulatory requirements, waste management, and the promotion of local talent. Rena Pierre-Thomas has tonight's top story.
Over 23 event promoters were part of a vital meeting organized by Spice Mass Corporation to discuss the essential requirements and guidelines for hosting events during the 2024 Carnival season, which spans from period May 4th to the 28th of August 2024. The meeting featured presentations from the Spice Mass Corporation and key government stakeholders such as Solid Waste Management Authority and the Royal Grenada Police Force. According to an official release issued by MSC, permission to hold any carnival activities in a designated area must be obtained from the board of the Spice Mass Corporation. With the application period now open, the SMC recommends that promoters apply at least 1 month in advance. The application fee is $10 and the license fee will be 5% of the total entrance fee collected, a figure dependent on the number of patrons and the ticket prices. As part of the process, event promoters must also obtain approval from the Royal Grenada Police Force to use amplified music and from the Ministry of Labour for the appropriate work permit where applicable. The SMC stressed the need to submit applications at least 1 month in advance to ensure that all necessary legal requirements are met for any non-national performers. The promoters were also informed of their duty to have a comprehensive garbage management plan for the event and are responsible for cleaning the venue and ensuring that waste is properly disposed of. The message from the Inland Revenue Department addressed the importance of paying relevant taxes associated with hosting events, and promoters were reminded of their obligations to ensure compliance with tax regulations to support the national economy. The SMC also informed promoters that during the period period 8th to 13th August, they will only be permitted to feature a maximum of 2 non-national performers in their programs. This measure is intended to promote and highlight local talent during the peak of the carnival season. By laying out these guidelines and requirements, the SMC aims to ensure a successful and well-organized carnival season that adheres to legal and regulatory standards while promoting the vibrant culture of Grenada. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Meanwhile, local artists shared their opinions on Spice Mass Corporation's move to enforce the policy which limits promoters to featuring a maximum of 2 non-national performers at events scheduled from the 8th to the 13th of August. This measure is intended to promote and highlight local talent during the peak of the carnival season.
We do have no international artists whatsoever. We have enough artists here in Grenada to literally pull on a whole show, because most of the time when they do bring the internal artist act in Grenada, is the local artist who does mash up the place same way. So my take on it is don't bring no international artists whatsoever. We have too much local artists you could put in place. All those songs who is not getting played, all they have to do is just give them a chance and just be heard, and you'll see how wonderful carnival will actually be.
Bringing in artists from foreign would always encourage artists locally to go outside, right? However, I understand the reason for that movement, because at the end of the day, we as Grenadians and whoever in charge of the Spice Mass Corporation and Carnival, we at the end of the day should be looking out for the local, given the fact that we have been trying to push the culture for years.
It has its disadvantage and it has its advantage as well. You know, to me, I think that a lot of local acts would be able to get a spot on many of the shows, the major events, and then get to showcase their talent and bring forth their craft to the people. But likewise, for the culture and for us as the artists to go further beyond Grenada, I mean, it might be a disadvantage for us, because most of the international acts that come inside here for Spice Mass, they come and they look at what's going on, they enjoy Spice Mass, and then when they go back, they have they can give reviews of Spice Mass and the artists and so on to different promoters back home where they came from, to book us and bring us and who to bring and so on, but
The general public, on the other hand, expressed mixed views on the decision made by Spice Mass Corporation.
Long I've been asking for this thing to happen, especially when our artists from St. John's area that go into semi-finals and stuff and things like that, when they don't make finals, but when they have a show, I find they put too much of artists from foreign coming here, and we could celebrate your own thing for your own self. We have enough artists here, we have international artists that go in abroad and perform and make us proud, so they could make us proud here too.
Yes, that makes sense, because the income go stay within the country and the country go benefit more from carnival than giving the outside artists more of the money, so that the people here cannot inherit as much as they should inherit for the carnival. So I think that is a great idea.
Yes, I find that could work, because the local artists and them, I want them to get a little money too, because the foreign artists who come in, they just come in and make all the money and go with it. And how the country situated now, I more prefer the local artists. Yes, they don't sing bad.
The promoters should allow to bring in the amount of artists they want, because the promoters are spending the money, and at the other end are helping Spice Mass, because Spice Mass getting money off of that, and that even improving the culture, because sometimes you could see like people from abroad may not really want to see a local artist, but then if foreign artists coming in, then they could come in, so that could bring in more income to the country.
So I don't know where they're coming from, but it's more the international artists people usually go to see. So I understand what they're trying to do, but the Grenada artists, they have to do better also with the music, produce better music, and then we go see better outcome.
Two artists thing in action, I don't know. They're charging too much, and the international artists and them, they want them come and take a like a 10 minutes or like a 15 minutes. Tell them I said, I don't know. left 5, 4, and bad artists too because it does be expensive.
The Spice Mass Corporation has announced that the deadline to register for the 2024 Soca Monarch competition is Friday, June 28, 2024 by 3 o'clock p.m. The event, featuring Groovy Soca and Power Soca categories, is open to Grenadian nationals and will culminate on Carnival Friday, August the 9th. Interested artists must register at the Spice Mass Corporation office or online at www.spicemassgrenada.com and pay the $100 registration fee at the SMC office located in the GCNA complex on Kirani James Boulevard, St. George's. Following the internal vetting of the submitted songs, the Soca competitions will proceed through 3 stages. First the quarterfinals, then the semifinals, and finally the finals. The 2024 Power Soca Monarch prize is set at $100,000, $80,000 cash and $20,000 in kind, while the Groovy Soca Monarch prize is set at $50,000. The judging criteria for the competition covers various aspects such as lyrics, melody, performance, and crowd response, ensuring a comprehensive evaluation of each performance. And now, amidst the results of the Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment results, we feature the St. Teresa's RC School located in Vincennes, St. David. 12 students from the institution will move on to secondary school when the school year begins in September. GBN caught up with the group during their practice session in preparation for their graduation ceremony to be held in the coming week.
Those students, 9 females and 3 males, completed the 2024 Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment last month. As they prepare for their transition into a new environment, they shared their expectations.
My name is Karina Albert. I am going to Anglican High School to experience more things like having more classes, having more teachers, not like only one teacher in the classroom.
I'm happy when I hear pass and I want to make my grandmother proud. A new life and a new teacher.
Excuse?
A new life, a new teacher and a new education.
Larissa Walters, the former CPA teacher, said over the years she has learned that it's not always about the academic development of a child, but rather their holistic development.
Okay, today is a day that most teachers feel extremely emotional, extremely passionate to know that their babies are now moving on. They have grown not just physically, intellectually, emotionally, and they've grown in leaps and bounds. Their interests vary from art to sports to just being the compassionate friend to one who at some time may need somebody to talk to. And that's what you want to see, that human development in the boys and girls in front of you. Looking forward in the next 5 years, I'm being futuristic now, I should be seeing all of these persons behind me, with me here today, having 8 and more CXCs talking about inclusive TVET subjects, skills, and academics.
Marlene Batiste, principal of the school, is of the opinion that proper structures should be put in place to accommodate the smooth transition of students from primary institution to secondary.
Universal education is a concept that has been around for a long while. It is generally a good concept, but structures must be put in place to ensure that if all of the students are placed in secondary school, all of them should gain and benefit from secondary school. So this means that measures must be put in place to take care of the academic needs of the students, the different level of academic needs of the students. Not everyone will be what we would call top flyers, or not everyone will be more inclined to the books, but everyone can learn.
She encouraged parents to be the support system their child or children would need. These are her parting words as they move on.
As I always say to them, they're the author of their own stories in life. They're the one with the pen will determine how their story goes, how their life story goes. And so we encourage them to work hard, to work smartly, to do their very best at all time, and never give up on God. Be grounded in God, and know that once they work hard, they're grounded in God, they will eventually succeed.
The island secured 100% placement in the 2024 Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment, the CPEA. Overall, 1,705 students completed the external component of the exam and have been assigned to a secondary school as part of government's universal secondary education policy. This year, mathematics is one of the subject areas, reflecting a visible drop from 58.53 in 2023 to 56.12 in 2024. Two subject areas had a slight increase. Social studies eased from 60.30 in 2023 to 60.57 in 2024, and language arts from 59.75 to 59.82. Christina John, GBN News.
Plastic pollution can change habitats and natural processes, reducing an ecosystem's ability to adapt to climate change and directly affecting millions of people's livelihoods, food production, capabilities, and social well-being. Today, we feature an innovative mind who has transformed plastic and other waste materials into a spectacle that wows people visiting his community. Christina John has more.
Plastic waste accounts for a large percentage of environmental degradation. Much of the world's plastic pollution is generated by single-use products such as bottles, caps, cigarettes, shopping bags, cups, and straws, among others. There's an old adage which says, one man's waste is another man's treasure. And Hayden Antoine, a professional tiler from St. David, is proving that to be true. Antoine single-handedly transformed Independence Street, located in Champs-Fleurs, a French term which, when translated into English, means field of flowers. The eye-catching spectacle created for Grenada's 50th anniversary of independence utilized waste materials such as plastic bottles, used tires, pieces of galvanized, and more, showcasing several attractive formations. GBN took its camera to the community on Wednesday to capture firsthand what was featured in GBN's ISO earlier this week.
Well, I look for old tires. I go in the galvanized factory. I get pieces of galvanized. I get Coke bottles from the Coke factory, pieces of wood, as you see, and stuff, and the flowers, plant the flowers, and beautify the place.
What you use?
Well, I use a piece of PVC pipe to form the curve, and some bamboo and piece of iron for the poles. Normally, when I come out from work in the evening time, I do a little piece all in the night, all 12 o'clock in the night, I painting, So always doing something. I start early this year for independence last year, so I had enough time to do a lot of stuff. Actually, it's me alone. Nobody helps me. Normally, I take my chair, I go and sit down by there and I visualize.
Antoine told GBN he believes this is one way of ridding the environment of unwanted waste. He hoped his vision would serve as inspiration to others to keep their communities and, by extension, Grenada, clean and healthy. Antoine, who has also started his private mini zoo, said he is not in it for the reward, but rather for the love of it. His next major project will be for Christmas. GBN will be sure to update you on this and other village transformation projects. Christina John, GBN News.
What a wonderful talent. This is News at 7. Coming up, Firearms Amendment Bill gains momentum in Upper House. Stay with us for the details.
Yard, use a broom instead of a hose. Save water. This awareness initiative is part of activities under the Climate Resilient Water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
Bank on a bright future with Co-op Bank as we celebrate more than 50 years of partnership with Grenadians. Fund your summer plans with a new Visa credit card and get 5,000 bonus reward points on approval. Or you can get discounted interest rates with financing of up to $50,000 unsecured. With Co-op Bank, you have a future you can bank on. Apply today. Special terms and conditions apply.
Welcome home.
A natural disaster can change your life in minutes. Preparation is the best protection for your family and business. Prepare now. Create a disaster plan and make sure everyone knows what to do. Store water, non-perishable food, and medication. Remember basic emergency supplies such as batteries and flashlights. Trim overhanging trees. If trees near power lines are unsafe to trim, call Grenlec at 237 for assistance or advice. Install surge protectors to safeguard your electrical devices against outages and intermittent surges. Make sure your generator has an isolation switch. It will prevent power from feeding to our lines and electrocuting others. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Mark your calendars for a day of non-stop fun and laughter. The St. George's Lions Club, Spice Mass, and Grenlec present All Mass 2024. It's all happening at the Grenada Youth Center on Sunday, July 21st, starting at 3 p.m. Tickets are just $35 for adults and $15 for children 12 and under. Grab yours from any Lions and Leo members, Grenadian Optical, and Clear Vision. All Mass promises humorous antics and infectious laughter for the whole family. Be there. This advertisement sponsored by Demerara Mutual Life. Am with them.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think of Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
If you don't add multi-X to your Playway bet, then you're definitely missing out on bigger winnings. The NLA has added 7X to the multi-X draws. Imagine playing your favorite Playway number or symbol for $10 with multi-X added. Then, wow, 7X is drawn. You win bigger. Not just $240, but $240 multiplied by 7. Whoa, that's $1,680. 7X added for a limited time only. Add multi-X to your Playway bets every day, 3 times per day, Monday to Saturday, for chances to win bigger. Not only free plays or winnings multiplied by 3 or 5, but winnings multiplied by 7 too. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Ride in style with an easy ride loan from Ariza. Enjoy the comfort and convenience of your own vehicle for work or play. You've got places to go, and we're gonna help you get there easy. Enjoy competitive interest rates, specials on insurance, and offers from auto dealers. Ariza also has great offers on electric and fuel-efficient used and new vehicles. Apply for an easy ride loan from Ariza and drive away in style.
In these moments, we not just watch in our match, we live in it. 44 million fans, 11 players, one flow. Leading we colors, celebrating we greatness. Wherever it's played, Flow is proud to be a part of it. This is We Game.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. The Firearms Amendment Bill, which faced staunch opposition in the lower house on Tuesday, received robust support during its debate in the upper house on Wednesday. Leader of Government Business in the Senate, Adrian Thomas, presented the bill, highlighting its significance and addressing the alarming increase in gun-related crimes during the first half of the year.
We are not talking about this gun violence in isolation. We know all the other areas that give rise to gun violence and how they work hand in hand. The drugs, illegal trafficking. As a good friend of mine said, Madam President, when a drug dealer have conflict with his counterparts, they cannot call the police or go to court to resolve their matter. So they take the law in their own hands. That's what gives rise to this serious gun violence, one of the areas.
Wednesday's session saw senators offering various suggestions to strengthen the legislation, particularly in the terms of rehabilitation measures. Opposition Senator Norlin Cox acknowledged the bill's intent to deter gun-related crimes, but pointed out several areas still needing improvement.
If we are thinking about ways in which we can get our citizens who find themselves in contravening the law, finding some way for those persons to be rehabilitated, I think that there should be some measures also make it mandatory that, like for example, some counseling. So if you're a second or third offender, mandatory that you should receive some series of counseling whether 6 months so that persons can rehabilitate properly and understand the implications of having a firearm and what it can do, because a lot of people don't understand. It's only until afterwards you find yourself in a situation.
Given the stringent new penalties proposed, Government Senator David Andrew reiterated the government's call for individuals to surrender their illegal firearms before the new legislation takes effect.
Be that as it may, it's all the more reason why each person who is now holding an illegal firearm must embrace the opportunity now, while there is still time, while there is still grace. You're not being ambushed here. You're being told this is coming. Young man out there, young woman out there, this is coming. Stiffer penalties are coming for illicit possession of firearms across the entire Company Martinique. But before it comes, we are giving you the opportunity to bring your arms in with impunity. Please, I implore every Grenadian, every young person, everybody contemplating, but everybody who is in possession of, to embrace this.
The Firearms Amendment Bill aligns with approved changes to the Criminal Procedure Code Amendment Bill, which now prohibits magistrates from granting bail to individuals charged under the Act, further underscoring the government's commitment to curbing gun-related violence. Customs officers have identified illegal firearms components in a barrel of items for personal use on the sister isle of Carriacou, which led to the detention of 4 people for questioning. Details in this Christina John report.
Assistant Superintendent of Police Simon Douglas has confirmed that several component parts of firearms were found in a barrel at the port at Tyrrell Bay in Carriacou Monday evening. He indicated that several people are in custody for questioning in relation to the discovery, but charges are yet to be laid. Although not much information has been divulged about the seizure, GBN understands that the barrel, which contained items for personal use, was awaiting clearance when custom officers identified the illegal firearm components. Meanwhile, as government tries to crack down on firearms entering the country, on Tuesday, the lower house of Parliament approved legislation that toughens penalty for visitors who fail to declare firearms to custom officers. Under the amended 1968 Firearms Act, visitors now face a fine of EC $50,000, a staggering 4,900% increase from the previous EC $1,000 penalty. Moreover, those convicted could potentially spend 6 months in jail, up from the previous 3-month sentence. These changes will take effect on August 1st of this year. Leader of Government Business Philip Telesford introduced the amendment, supported by Finance Minister Dennis Cornwall, who emphasized compliance among travelers and visitors. Cornwall highlighted the government's readiness to expand prison capacity to accommodate offenders of this law.
I also want to basically send a strong message to those non-nationals who also believe that they can come into our borders and trade in illegal firearms, that we will not tolerate that. Mr. Speaker, we have seen in recent months a rise in those activities, illicit killings of our young men in our country, and I think it's time that we put a stop to all of this. I am not saying that by increasing the fines and jail time would solve the problem. Some may argue that it will increase the population in the prison, which is already high. But I believe, Mr. Speaker, even if we have to build more prison space to deal with those who believe that they can get away with anything that they do illegally and make a living out of it, we want to send that message that this is not permitted. It's zero tolerance throughout where these are concerned.
Christelina John, GBN News.
As the government moves to implement stricter gun laws, the Royal Grenada Police Force, RGPF, is reminding the general public that the firearms amnesty order remains in effect until July the 31st. During this period, individuals can turn in illegal firearms without fear of prosecution or interrogation. The RGPF is strongly urging anyone in possession of illegal firearms or ammunition to surrender them at the most convenient police station, department, or police headquarters. Additionally, the RGPF encourages individuals who know of someone with illegal firearms or ammunition to persuade them to turn it in. A press statement from the RGPF on Wednesday reads, and I quote, "Turning in illegal firearms and ammunition to the relevant authorities will relieve you of the possibility of being arrested, prosecuted, and ultimately imprisoned for possession of such firearm and ammunition. It will also reduce the likelihood of your involvement in other firearm-related offenses, especially homicides," end quote. The RGPF statement emphasizes the importance of collective efforts to ensure that Grenada remains safe and enjoyable for everyone. The police force encourages individuals to continue working together to maintain the island's security and tranquility. Now it's time for this evening's GBN ISA.
Tonight's ISA reporter submitted this colorful, innovative piece of art, sculptured from scrap or recycled metal on an obscure corner in Caliste. Our citizen journalist said the local artist has decorated the neighborhood with his beautiful artwork, including this rendition of the famous stilt walkers we see at Carnival called Kojambis. She invited us to see this and appreciate similar pieces of art made from recycled tin, pan, and metal by taking a walk through the South Caliste and looking out for the Chip and Chisel Museum. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
And Again, stay with us. We'll be right back after the break.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for Grenada to laugh again. Heritage Theatre presents Spice Laugh Comedy Bash 2024, Saturday, June 22nd and Sunday, 23rd June at the Trade Center in Grandance, and on Sunday, 30th June at the Deluxe Cinema in Grenville. Showtime, 7 p.m. every time, featuring some of Grenada's best ambassadors of comedy. Robert White.
I will line up behind the yellow for 9 elections straight. I changed for 9 times to lose the last election. Why? Because I'm always on the losing side.
Dillion Walters.
It's the McQueen I couldn't take. I don't tell Molly didn't know.
Kareem Alexis and other outstanding comedic performances, all coming to knock you off your seats with laughter. Get your tickets now. Bring out the entire family. Tickets are $60. It's time for Spice Laugh Comedy Bash 2024.
The place go flood with laughter.
Get ready, Grenada, for the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert. Hubbard's Legends in Concert, as we raise our hands and give thanks. On Saturday, October 26, 2024, Thanksgiving weekend, Grenada Trade Center, 7:30 p.m. Hubbard's Legends in Concert. Stay tuned to GBN for more.
Like family, it's always exciting when lottery players get together. Now the lottery games are joining in the fun. Check out the multiplier family of Instacash games. 5 times the cash at $2, 10 times the cash at $3, and 20 times the cash at $5. On your tickets, match any of our numbers with any of the winning numbers and win the prize below that number. There's more. Multiply your winnings up to 5 times, 10 times, or 20 times more. Winning is easy. Play Monday to Sunday. There are no draws to wait on. Win instantly. It's the multiplier family of Instacash games with over $675,000 to be won instantly. Don't just buy one, buy all, because family is everything. Must be 18 years and older to play. NLA, making family dreams come true.
The laundry, always do a full load, save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the Climate Resilient Water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
With the biggest blowout sale from Sisson's Paints. Get 30% on Sisson's Text Coat, Berger Weatherproof, and Easy Clean paints, all sizes. Your Weather Warrior, paint to protect. Ensure your home is season ready and beautiful. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Head to the Color Shop or any Sisson's hardware partner nationwide and save 30% now. Shop now and get a free plastic float with every Sisson's Text Coat purchase and a free Paint Sensation paint with every 1 gallon purchase of Berger Weatherproof or Sisson's Easy Clean. Sale ends soon.
level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
It's the event you won't want to miss. GIDC Business Deals Day on Saturday, July 13th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Frequente Industrial Park playing field. Explore the latest products and service offerings from businesses within the industrial parks. Enjoy discounts on GIDC business support services and get fantastic deals on household items, building materials, accessories, condiments, and more with exciting prizes up for grabs throughout the day. But that's not all. Dive into a mini health fair and career expo for valuable health education and employment opportunities. It will be a fun-filled day with eats, drinks, games, deals, and more. Mark your calendars and join the GIDC at Frequente Industrial Park Lane Field on Saturday, July 13th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. See you there.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
Police are investigating an accident which occurred on Tuesday, the 4th day of June 2024 at Concord, St. John, resulting in the death of 39-year-old Angelo Alexander, a resident of Concord, St. John. At the time of the accident, Alexander, a pedestrian on the Concord public road, was struck by a Nissan car and sustained visible injuries to his head, shoulder, and lower back. He was taken to the General Hospital via ambulance, where he was admitted as a patient at the intensive care unit. He sadly succumbed to the injuries on Tuesday, the 18th of June, 2024, while receiving medical care. A post-mortem was conducted, which revealed that he died as a result of multi-organ damage. Grenada is making significant strides in reducing its debt-to-GDP ratio, according to Minister of Finance Dennis Cornwall. The minister on GBN's To The Point program this morning announced that the country has managed to decrease its debt-to-GDP ratio from 100% following the devastation of Hurricane Ivan in 2004 to 65% today.
So moving from a debt-to-GDP ratio of over 100% back then to now to 65%, I think we have been going in the right direction.
Okay.
For some people who do not understand that when you get a windfall in revenue and so on, the best thing you can do is to repay your debt. And although Grenada still has difficulties in terms of one or two debts and so on, include the outstanding debt to Trinidad and Tobago, we have settled the one with Libya that was standing for several years, the other one with Algeria, because Grenada has been dubbed over the last couple of years as a country in debt distress, as well as we have selected default on our debts.
He further explained that the government recently resolved outstanding debts owed to Libya and Algeria and is now focused on settling its remaining debt to the neighboring Trinidad and Tobago.
That is because there was lack of communication between three of the borrowers that creditors that I have mentioned earlier on.
Yes.
We have managed to get that done. So hopefully in the next couple of months, we can basically get the Trinidad and Tobago debt under control, and we should get out of the selective debt default situation, as well as we should be able to go back to the market and get a credit rating for Grenada. In fact, the last credit rating Grenada had was back in 2008, and we lost that after we have been dubbed country in debt distress as well as a selective default.
All right.
Minister Cornwall said the NDC administration has prioritized fiscal responsibility and economic recovery as one of their main pillars in restoring the country. The reduction in debt is expected to bolster Grenada's economic stability and foster a more favorable environment for growth and development. The Radisson Grenada Beach Resort is set to host the 8th meeting of the OECS Council of Ministers of Tourism on Thursday, under the chairmanship of Adrian Thomas, Minister for Tourism, Creative Economy, and Culture. The meeting provides a platform for ministers to discuss significant policy and program matters affecting tourism across OECS member states. It also fosters collaboration in developing common solutions to the challenges faced by the sector. The Council of Ministers meeting is expected to be a significant event, with discussions focusing on enhancing the tourism sector's resilience and sustainability in light of the challenges that exist. Tourism ministers will engage in dialogue on policy formulation and program development to ensure the continued growth and competitiveness of the tourism industry within the OECS region. The Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, OECS, is dedicated to economic harmonization and integration, the protection of human and legal rights, and the encouragement of good government among independent and non-independent countries in the Eastern Caribbean. The OECS was established on June 18, 1981, when 7 Eastern Caribbean countries signed the Treaty of Basseterre, named after the capital city of St. Kitts and Nevis, where it was signed. This treaty marked the beginning of cooperative efforts to promote unity and solidarity among its members. Today, the OECS has 11 members, comprised of Grenada, Antigua and Barbuda, the Commonwealth of Dominica, Montserrat, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, British Virgin Islands, Anguilla, Martinique, and Guadeloupe. Stay with us. We'll have your regional and international news right after the break.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Granville, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Washing the vehicle, use a bucket, not a hose. Save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the Climate Resilient Water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, so no. Fully 1 week. Nah. Telling you. You them boss dragon. Hello. You see that? About them, let them make a order, man. Me have 38, man. But you are 92. Yeah. You need the number 1 run, man. That is it. No, what? Nice. Yeah. Look number 1. Ah, yeah, me too, man.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Class Good, the number 1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
It's the event you won't want to miss. GIDC Business Deals Day on Saturday, July 13th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Frequente Industrial Park playing field. Explore the latest products and service offerings from businesses within the industrial parks. Enjoy discounts on GIDC business support services and get fantastic deals on household items, building materials, accessories, condiments, and more with exciting prizes up for grabs throughout the day. But that's not all. Dive into a mini health fair and career expo for valuable health education and employment opportunities. It will be a fun-filled day with eats, drinks, games, deals, and more. Mark your calendars and join the GIDC at Frequente Industrial Park Plainfield on Saturday, July 13th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. See you there.
Miss Faithlin's family drama continues with I Do by Urias Peters at Labucan Creative Center, Saturdays at 8 p.m., Sundays at 6 p.m., June 8th to 30th.
Over the years and presently, customers have been winning exciting prizes while ensuring that benefits are realized for all Grenadians by supporting the games of the National Lotteries Authority.
I am Patrick Simmons, former Minister for Sports and National Athlete. The NLA has made significant investment in nation-building activities. Among them are the construction of health, sporting, cultural, educational, and community facilities. Additionally, they continue to provide funding to non-governmental organizations and individuals throughout the Tri-Island state. I support the NLA's mandate because I can see where the money goes.
Playing the games of the NLA guarantees support for sports, culture, and nation building throughout the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
Use a pan to wash and rinse your dishes. Save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the Climate Resilient Water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
Good evening, sports fans. 10 new local swim instructors have completed their Level 2 certification. The certification comes as part of efforts by the Get Grenada swimming team to improve on the number of locals who are able to swim. The Swim Instructors Initiative started in 2017, and veteran swim coach Natalie Regis says some areas of the program can be very intense.
So whether it's the freestyle, the backstroke, the breaststroke, well, all of the strokes, we went through every single one, and they had to go through and learn for every, every teacher has to go through what's called pedagogy, which is the science of teaching. So we include that as well as part of, their training as an instructor. So it's pretty intense, and we do appreciate them for all that they've done.
Only 2 of the 4 Division I matches carded for yesterday were played. North Stars had a feast against Happy Hill, beating them 6-0, while Police edged out Sunjets 3-2. The other 2 matches have been rescheduled. St. David's FC will play Chantemelle at Victoria Park from 6 o'clock p.m. The SAFL versus Eagles is all set for Friday at Victoria Park. Boxing mania is about to hit the island. The action is set for July the 6th on the Tantine Netball Court. First Vice President of the Grenada Boxing Association is Arthur Pierre. According to him, the overarching aim is to lift the profile of the sport.
We have close to about 25 boxers registered. We should be expecting maybe certainly more than 5 or 6 bouts. And we really encourage the Guinean public to come and to enjoy exhibition of boxing from our young people. We are charging a very small entrance fee of $10, so when you come, you pay $10, you get in. There will be eats and drinks on sale.
Additionally, Pierre thinks the sport is a positive avenue to get young men to channel their energies.
We talk about young people getting involved in all sorts of negative activities, and boxing certainly is an avenue for them to be able to skillfully expend some of the built-up energies that they have in a very disciplined and a very organized manner. One of the things that you will see on the night of boxing is that we have doctors, and so everybody is there in case we have any emergencies for boxers, because at the end of the day we have to certainly protect our young people. So as a responsible organization, we are organizing this and ready to showcase the skills that our young people have.
Captain Rashid Khan has been reprimanded by the ICC for a Level 1 breach of the Code of Conduct during his team's Super 8 match against Bangladesh in Kingstown on July 24th. The incident for which Rashid was penalized took place in the 20th over of Afghanistan's innings. Rashid had hit the ball into the offside and wanted the second run to retain strike, but he was sent back by his teammate Kareem Jannat. An irate Rashid had to turn around mid-pitch, but before he did, he threw his bat in Jannat's direction. As a result, 1 demerit point has been added to Rashid's disciplinary record. It was his first offense in a 24-month period. Level 1 breaches carry a minimum penalty of a reprimand and a maximum penalty of a 50% fine of a player's match fee and 1 or 2 demerit points. Rashid went on to score 19 off 10 balls and take 4 for 23 in the match, leading Afghanistan to an 8-run victory against Bangladesh on the DLS method to secure their first semi-final appearance at a T20 World Cup. They take on South Africa and Trinidad on June 26th for a place in the final. And that's what's been happening in the world of sports. And now for a look at what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. Chief Secretary and Finance and Economy Secretary Farley Augustin presented his last budget presentation of over $3 billion, with hopes Tobago would get at least 5.8% of the national budget. Elizabeth Gonzalez gives a breakdown of the Assembly's 2024-2025 fiscal request. Details in the CNC3 report.
all we're asking for is $5.80 of every 100.
For Chief Secretary Fali Augustine, this is a simple request to central government for Tobago to manage its affairs in the next fiscal year. Following a 3.5-hour budget presentation on Monday, Augustine said he hopes with an upcoming election, Finance Minister Colum Imbert would be generous.
I am predicting that the national budget will be $65.8 billion, and therefore Tobago is asking for 5.8% of $65.8 billion.
For fiscal 2024 to 2025, the Tobago House of Assembly is asking for $3.95 billion, with recurrent expenditure at $2.81 billion, $1.002 billion for development program expenditure, $91.9 million for the URP, and $43.8 million for CPEP. The Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection got the highest allocation of $879.8 million, and the Division of Settlement allocated the least.
President Irfan Ali has announced that the state anticipates that the United States Exim Bank will advance the U.S. $660 million loan application process for the Wales Gas to Shore project before the end of 2024. Details in this HGPTV report.
As you know, the government of Guyana expects the Exim Bank to submit the loan to the Exim Board on or before the third quarter of 2024.
That was head of state Irfan Ali during a press briefing last Thursday. Ali told the media that the government is hoping that Linsika US-based company will deliver its quote-unquote simple cycle of the Wales Gas to Energy project in the first half of next year. He added that the state is seeking a $660 million loan from the US Exim Bank and assured that there will be no delays. Indian company Kalpataru Projects International Limited was hired to establish transmission lines and substations for the project, which is slated for completion this year, according to President Ali.
Kenya's president says he will not sign a controversial bill that's led to major protests. At least 23 people were killed on Tuesday after MPs passed legislation that would have raised taxes on essential items. In a televised address to the nation, William Ruto has promised to open dialogue with young people. Details in this report.
Many people here say they've never seen anything like this before. What started out as peaceful protests on Tuesday quickly turned violent when hundreds of protesters invaded Parliament. Police fired tear gas, water cannons, and live bullets. Several people were killed and many injured. But on Wednesday, President William Ruto bowed to the pressure and has withdrawn the bill.
Listening keenly to the people of Kenya, who have said loudly that they want nothing to do with this Finance Bill 2024, I concede, and therefore I will not sign the 2024 Finance Bill, and it shall subsequently be withdrawn. And I have agreed with these members that that becomes our collective position.
And that's what's been happening in our globe and around the world today. And now for a recap of the night's top headlines. Firearms Amendment Bill gains momentum in Upper House. Police issue gun amnesty reminder. And Spice Mass Corporation enforces limit on non-national performers during Carnival Week. Victim of June 4th vehicular accident succumbs to injuries. Police investigating. While in regional news, Tobago's Chief Secretary presents a $3.9 million budget. And internationally, Kenyan President Ruto says finance bill to be withdrawn after deadly protests. In sports, boxing mania to hit the Spice Isle on July the 6th. If you missed any part of this newscast, there'll be a rebroadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. We ask you to have a wonderful evening.
Struggling